Savos approached cautiously, the others close behind. On the pedestal lay an ancient artifact, its surface inscribed with symbols of both the salamanders and blood angels. The mighty weapon, Fura said in awe. It was real after all. Savos nodded, his eyes fixed on the artifact. Indeed, brother, but I suspect its true power lies not in destruction, but in the unity it has forged between us. As they stood there, victorious yet contemplative, they knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, as brothers in arms, forged in the crucible of this ancient and mysterious place. The Space Marines took a moment to recover, tending to their wounds and checking their equipment. The battle had taken its toll, but their gene-enhanced bodies were already beginning to heal. Captain Xavas handed the artifact to Tech Marine Wrath. "What do you make of this, brother?" Wrath examined the object closely, his augmetic eye whirring as it analyzed the ancient relic. After a few moments, he looked up, surprise evident in his voice. "Captain, this is not a weapon, at least not in the conventional sense. It appears to be a star chart." The others gathered around, curiosity piqued. "A star chart?" Fura asked. "To where?" Wrath manipulated the artifact, causing a holographic display to flicker to life. "It leads to another planet entirely, one I'm not familiar with." As the image rotated, they noticed something else etched into the old pages of the chart. The sketch of a massive sword. Sergeant Talon leaned in for a closer look. "That blade, it's unlike any I've seen before." Zavis nodded thoughtfully. "It seems our mission here has only uncovered more questions. Whatever this chart leads to, it's clear that our duty is not yet done." He turned to address the group. "Brothers, we've faced trials and emerged stronger, united. Now we have a new path before us. Are you ready to see where it leads?" The Space Marines nodded in agreement, their resolve unwavering. "For the Emperor," Fura said, standing tall beside his new brothers. "For the Emperor," the salamanders echoed. With renewed purpose, they prepared to leave the ancient structure, ready to unravel the mystery of the star chart and the sword it promised. The Space Marines emerged from the ancient structure, blinking as their eyes adjusted to the natural light. The scene that greeted them was one of brutal aftermath. The battlefield was strewn with the corpses of Tyranids and fallen Astartes alike. The air was thick with the acrid smell of promethium and Xenos ichor. Smoke rose from still-burning wrecks of vehicles and chitinous Xenos forms. Captain Zavu surveyed the carnage, his face grim beneath his helmet. "By the Emperor's grace, we've won, but at what cost?" Across the field, they could see the surviving salamanders at work. The chapter's apothecary moved from one fallen brother to another, carefully extracting gene seed from those whose progenoid glands were still viable. His movements were efficient but respectful, honoring each fallen warrior as he performed his solemn duty. Other battle-worn Marines were gathering in small groups, salvaging what they could from their fallen comrades. They collected undamaged weapons, ammunition, and pieces of armor that could be repurposed or repaired. Sergeant Talon approached a nearby group. "Report, brothers, what's our status?" One of the Marines turned, his armor scorched and dented. "The Xenos threat has been neutralized, Sergeant, but our losses were significant. We're gathering what resources we can for the journey home." Zavis nodded solemnly. "We honor our fallen by ensuring their sacrifices were not in vain. Their gene seed will live on, and their equipment will serve to protect future brothers." He turned to address the assembled survivors. "Brothers, we have emerged victorious, but our mission is not yet complete. We've uncovered something that may be of great importance to our chapters and the Imperium." The captain held up the artifact containing the star chart. "Our path forward is clear. We must follow where this leads and uncover its secrets. For now, tend to the wounded, honor the fallen, and prepare for departure. The Emperor's work is never done. As the Marines continued their grim task, Zavis and his team from the structure joined in, helping their brothers and preparing for the next phase of their unexpected mission. The weight of their losses hung heavy, but the promise of purpose drove them forward.